Hey guys, welcome back and happy Pride! For anyone who's new here, my name is Jess.
And I'm Jakii.
And we are a military couple. We just recently PCS'd to Japan, so a lot of our videos have been about us moving here, getting everything set up, and venturing out into the world and all this fun stuff. But we wanted to take this moment to talk about something a little bit more serious, which is Pride. Recently, the base did something that I had never heard of before. It was a command-sponsored Pride March, which was just absolutely phenomenal. And it just really kind of opened our eyes to like how much everything has evolved since we first joined. So we joined back in 2010, back when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still a thing. And that was actually a really difficult decision for us. Basically, I didn't really have a career path moving forward, and my dad decided to tip a tractor onto himself and then proceeded to tell me that there was no more college money and I needed to join the military. Parenting.
I never had to join because I had a scholarship.
Yeah, I know. This is why we're going to raise our kids in Florida one day.
100% paid if I went to public.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you.
It was one of those decisions where we had to come up with some weird things like code words. I think when I was in boot camp, I don't remember, did you send me any letters?
I think I did, yeah.
Okay, but they were just like really covert and stuff?
Yeah, they were like, just like if I were sending it to a friend.
Yeah, and I think that also whenever you sent a picture of yourself, you sent a picture of someone else too. To try to make it like, it's not just me.
Yeah, I think I might have sent you pictures of the dogs. I think I sent you a picture of my best friend too. You didn't really know. I was like, here.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Honestly, back then, we didn't know if like they were reading our text messages, if they were looking at anything that was coming in the mail. It was very terrifying. And during that first year, I was in A school, and so Jakii was living in Florida, I was living in California. If you guys have been in the military, you know A school is like where everyone hooks up and tries to find like that special person in their life to get nailed so they can leave a not virgin. It's so true.
Wow.
And so I was super awkward because I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm dating a man, because like it felt like a betrayal. But I also had to be really careful about it. I would always use like they instead of saying like she or he. I was like, yeah, they're doing good.
We were doing non-binary stuff before it was popular.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing was we put together a picture of Jakii, and she was like wearing a baseball cap and tucked her hair.
Yeah,
and
my hair was like this long back then, so I like pulled it all up and put it there, and then I like pulled some down.
Yeah, to try to make it look like you had like the
shaggy Justin Bieber hair, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It was black and white.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna put a filter.
Yeah, and it worked, because then like when people were asking, I'd be like, dating this person. We got engaged. What?
The way we got engaged.
Can we not share the engagement story? That is, like, you're like, don't show the pictures, embarrassing. I'm like, no, the engagement story is embarrassing.
I thought it was cute.
Well, I'm glad you think it's cute. I wish I could redo it. And so then after that, it became way easier, because then I could say my fiance. So then my first duty station was Georgia, and we talked about moving in together. But at the time, we were renting from some dude in the Navy. And so I didn't want to like tell him that like she was my fiance, and so I was like, my friend wants to live here, and he ended up charging us like a butt ton of money.
Yeah, he charged us each like a full room's rent instead of splitting the room.
Yeah, I think it was like $575 per person or something.
It took out my whole savings.
And about the same time, Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed. But there was a lot of like fear around it, because everyone was kind of like, well, what if it comes back? And like we just came out of the closet, and now we're all in danger and stuff.
I get lost sometimes, and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind.
Yeah, so I wanted to go on this marriage retreat with her, and it was put on, and it was like very like yeah, anyone can come, it's great. And so I signed up, and then the chaplain ended up emailing me and was like, yeah, this is not for that community, like you need to be straight.
I worked at a place that does taxes, and so in the like hallways where the cubicles were, they would just chat when there was no one there, and they would talk about like gay people and make fun of them and stuff. It was very awkward and hard to sit there and not do anything. So I worked at that tax place, and then I worked at a vet place who also was not very open to that.
We would hear stories about people at the mall getting harassed and stuff, so like we were really nervous about being open at the mall.
Yeah, like we wouldn't hold hands or anything.
Yeah. When Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed, then the military said, okay, well, now you can get married. But they had a rule, because, you know, all the states,
Had their own rules.
Yeah, for sure. DOMA wasn't gone yet. And so the military was like, you can get married, and hey, we're gonna give you leave. Like, free leave to go get married, which we were like, yeah, free leave.
But you can't pick where you get married. You have to get married at the closest place that you're allowed to get married.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, everyone was like kind of coming by like, I wish I got free leave to go get married. And I was like, I wish I could get married at Disney World. What's your point? Yeah.
So we had to go to Maryland to get married. And then after that, we moved to Maryland.
Yeah, funny enough. It was definitely a different feel in Maryland. It's a lot more open, a lot more receiving, even though there were still like stories about like people getting yelled at because they're gay. Since then, we really haven't had any issues. The military's been a lot more open. This whole transgender fiasco is just like its own horrible thing where it's like, you're good, you're not good, you're good.
Yeah, that's what we thought would happen with Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Yeah. So yeah, when Pride happened, that was a really, really big deal. And like getting to be a part of that experience and having the command sponsor it, having the CO like do the approval and speak at it, and just like they gave us cross guards, which I just thought was so incredible because like that's when you really know that you're sponsored because you got cross guards.
It was so funny.
Why?
They were like,
yeah, they all had rainbow masks. I was like, this is awesome.
yeah.
And like having, I know like you really hated it, but like having people like honking, like yeah, and like wooing us on the side of the road. Like I just thought that was so cool.
I hated it.
So today is a magical day. Today is the very first time that we've ever been to a Pride March. And also, it's the very first time that we've ever heard of a military installation actually like sponsoring one. So here we are on Yokosuka Naval Base, and we are about to go to Pride. Yay.
It's hard for me to let go, but I think that I'm finally feeling good again.
We are bringing up the caboose because we slept in this morning. There's a lot of screaming happening up at the front. We don't know what's happening.
I finally know how to live without hurting myself.
Wow. In Miami, that means hurry up. We're going as fast as we can.
I'm finally healing from you.
Kind of lackluster in the back. My brand new shirt though. So one of the rules that we have to follow because we're on a military installation is that we are not allowed to use flags or anything like that. But no one said anything about clothing. I kind of wish that we had a chant. What? There's a dude like wooing from the bedroom over there. So just come down and join us, bro.
I have a number of friends, colleagues, shipmates. They didn't make it. They were either forced out, they were made so uncomfortable that they chose to get out, And so, you know, here I am, 25 years in the Navy, and I don't have many peers like me. There's not very many left at all. They did not get to achieve what they wanted to out of their naval career just because of, you know, silly, dumb policy that no longer exists.
What I thought was just going to be a small auditorium event at the hospital turned out to be where we are today.